Assalamu alaikum, dear students. Our today's topic is water pollution control. Now, coming to the definition of water pollution is the contamination of natural water bodies like lakes, rivers, seas, ocean, groundwater, etc. This water pollution occurs when pollutants are discharged directly or indirectly into the water bodies without any proper treatment. Water pollution has many sources. The most polluting of them are sewage, or we call it as domestic or municipal wastewater as well, industrial wastewater that's discharged into the rivers directly, agricultural runoff that's loaded with fertilizers and pesticides. We have plastics, oil, etc. There are various methods for controlling water pollution. Number one, the sewage needs to be treated before it is discharged in natural water bodies. So this sewage should be treated in sewage treatment plants, or in short we call it as STP. So this sewage needs to be treated in STPs or sewage treatment plants before it is discharged into the water bodies. Second is, we should use low toxicity pesticides. Biodegradable pesticides are commercially available. Although these are pesticides, but they are less toxic to mammals and they do not stay in the environment for a long time. And most importantly, we should limit or reduce the use of pesticides as much as we can. Moreover, the use of biofertilizers needs to be promoted. Hot water should not be disposed of directly into the rivers, as this hot water it leads to thermal pollution which adversely affects the life of aquatic organisms. This hot water should be cooled down by using various techniques such as cooling, installation of cooling ponds, evaporative or wet cooling towers before this hot water is discharged or drained into a nearby water body. Then the domestic and industrial wastewater should be treated properly in wastewater treatment plants before discharge into the natural water bodies. Like, the facilities to treat wastewater are not adequate or proper in India. Presently, only about 10% of presently only 10% of the wastewater that is generated is treated in India. So rest 90% is discharged as it is into the water bodies. So we need to have more wastewater treatment plants where this wastewater is treated before it is discharged into the water bodies. Strict laws should be implemented. That is the need of the hour. No solid waste or plastics should be dumped into the water bodies. We already know that 80% of the plastics that are found in the oceans comes from the land. So in order to reduce the plastics entering our oceans, we need to reduce the use of plastic, reuse it and recycle it. So, or we call it as 3R principle. So this 3R principle should be applied here. That means we need to reduce, reuse and recycle the plastics. Dead bodies of animals, humans should not be thrown into the water bodies. Bathing, washing of clothes, idle immersion should be strictly restricted in natural water bodies. We should prevent air pollution because We already know, we have already learned it in our previous lectures, that air pollution has a direct impact on water contamination, as 30% of the carbon dioxide that's released into the atmosphere is absorbed by the oceans, which causes the rapid acidification of the oceans and which threatens marine life and corals. That means by preventing air pollution, we can actually reduce the water pollution to a large extent. Last but not the least, we should conserve water, because without water conservation, we won't go very far. That's all for today. Thank you. Have a nice day.